Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah, and this is my story of learning English without textbooks. You know what? Learning English doesn't have to be scary or difficult. When I first started, I was just like you, nervous and unsure. But then I discovered something amazing. The best way to learn English is by living it. Think about this. Do babies learn their first language from books? No. They learn by listening, watching, and trying. That's exactly what I did. Every morning I started my day with simple English songs. My favourite was Good Morning from Singing Walrus. The happy tune made me smile, and without realising it, I was learning new words. I also watched children's cartoons in English. Peppa Pig became my good friend. The characters speak slowly and clearly, and the stories are fun. When Peppa said splash in muddy puddles, I knew exactly what it meant, because I could see it happening. In the beginning, I didn't understand everything, and that's okay. I focused on picking up words I heard often, like hello, thank you, and please. These simple words help me start real conversations with people. Do you want to hear about my first real English conversation? It happened at a coffee shop. I was so nervous, but guess what? It turned out to be fun. The barista smiled and asked, "What would you like?" I had practiced this moment at home, speaking to myself in the mirror. "One coffee, please," I said slowly. Just 3 simple words, but I felt so proud. The barista was friendly and spoke clearly. She asked, "Would you like it hot or iced?" I pointed at another customer's iced coffee and said, "Like that, please?" Sometimes using gestures helps a lot. That day I learned something important. English speakers are usually very kind to learners. They don't mind if you make mistakes. The barista even taught me a new word, straw. She showed me the plastic straw and said the word slowly. Now, every time I use a straw, I remember that friendly conversation. This experience taught me that real-life English is different from textbook English. It's more natural, more useful, and more fun. When you order drinks or food, you learn words you can use every day. That's much better than memorizing long lists of words you might never use. Want to know my favourite trick for learning new words? I call it the label game. One day I put small sticky notes on everything in my house. My cup had a note saying, cup, my door had door, and my window had window. Every time I looked at something, I read the English word. Simple, right? But here's the fun part. I started making simple sentences with these words. When I walked into my kitchen, I would say, I opened the door. When I made breakfast, I would say, I used the cup. These were very basic sentences, but they helped me think in English. I also took photos of things outside my house. When I saw a beautiful flower, I would take a picture and write flower under it on my phone. When I saw a cute dog, I wrote dog. My phone became my personal English picture dictionary. It was much more interesting than a regular dictionary because these were things from my own life. Remember, you don't need fancy apps or expensive books. Just look around you. Everything can be your English teacher. The world is full of free English lessons if you keep your eyes and ears open. Music is like magic for learning English. Let me tell you how I use songs to improve my English. I started with easy songs that had simple words and a slow beat. My first favourite was What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. The words were clear, and the song painted beautiful pictures in my mind. I didn't try to understand every word at first. Instead, I focused on the chorus. That's the part that repeats the most. I would sing along, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Even if I made mistakes, I kept singing. The more I sang, the better my pronunciation became. Here's a simple tip. Find songs with lyrics about everyday life. Ed Sheeran's Shape of You taught me words about going out and meeting people. Bruno Mars' Count on Me helped me learn words about friendship. When you enjoy the music, the words stay in your memory much longer than if you just read them in a book. I made a special playlist called My English Teacher on my phone. Every morning on the bus, I would listen and quietly sing along. Other passengers probably thought I was just enjoying music. They didn't know I was having an English lesson. Did you know your phone can be your best English teacher? Every day I changed my phone's language to English. Yes, it was scary at first, but I started recognizing words like settings, messages, and camera because I use them every day. It was like having tiny English lessons every time I checked my phone. I also discovered some amazing free apps. Not the boring study apps. I'm talking about fun apps. I changed my weather app to English, so every morning I learned words like sunny, rainy, or cloudy. I set my alarm clock in English, so I woke up to good morning, time to wake up. These small changes made a big difference. Social media became my English playground too. I followed easy English pages that post simple jokes and cute animal pictures with English captions. I didn't need to understand everything. Just seeing English words with pictures helped me learn naturally. Sometimes I would leave simple comments like, so cute, or beautiful picture. One of my favourite tricks was using the voice assistant. I would ask simple questions like, what's the weather today? Or set an alarm for 7 a.m. It was like having a patient English-speaking friend who never got tired of helping me practice. Let me share my secret for practicing English speaking without feeling shy. I talk to myself. Yes, you heard that right. When I'm alone, like in the shower or walking my dog, I describe what I'm doing in simple English. I'm washing my hair. The dog is running. The sky is blue today. You know what's great about talking to yourself? No one can hear your mistakes. I practice in front of my mirror too. I smile and say, "Hi, how are you?" or "Nice to meet you." I make different faces and use different voices. It's fun. Sometimes I even record myself on my phone and listen back. This helps me hear my own pronunciation. Another fun trick is to narrate what you're cooking. When I make breakfast, I say things like, I need 2 eggs, the water is hot, or I'm eating toast. It feels silly at first, but it really works. These simple sentences become natural after a while. Now I can order food at restaurants without feeling nervous. The best part, you can practice anywhere. Waiting for the bus, look around and make simple sentences about what you see. Walking to work. Describe the weather or the people walking past. Every moment is a chance to practice. Here's my most important tip. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Remember, every English speaker was once a beginner. Even babies make many mistakes when they learn to talk. Mistakes are not bad. They are signs that you are learning and trying. Think about riding a bicycle. Did you learn by reading a book about bicycles? No. You learned by getting on the bike, falling down sometimes, and trying again. Learning English is the same. Every mistake teaches you something new. When I said, I am go, instead of I am going, people still understood me. They smiled and helped me learn the correct way. The real secret to learning English is to make it part of your daily life. Don't think of it as studying. Think of it as living with English. Watch English videos while eating breakfast. Listen to English songs while walking. Read simple English signs on the street. Talk to yourself in English while doing housework. Every little bit helps. Remember my story. I started just like you, nervous and unsure. But by making English fun and natural, without textbooks and pressure, I improved every day. Now, it's your turn. Start small, be patient with yourself, and enjoy the journey. Real English is waiting for you everywhere. Thank you for listening to my story. Remember, no textbooks, no pressure, just real English. You can do it.